I'd like to welcome and introduce Stacey Cook. Hey Stacey.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me today.
No problem.
Stacey is from NewCold, and being a Frank Vale winner and coming all the way to Scottsdale, Arizona, for people that are going to compete or thinking of competing in the future, can you tell us a little bit about the experience that you've had and how you're feeling today? It hasn't been announced who the winner is yet.
No, it hasn't.
It's this afternoon, so this is very tense times here, of course. But tell us a little bit about how you feel about it.
I think, the first thing that comes to mind when I think about this entire experience is growth. And it's personal growth. There is obviously a lot of career growth that will come with it. Attending the conference, for example, we get to collaborate and meet a whole heap of people, particularly our RWAT, a conference that we had. There was a lot of sessions for learning, and I took a lot away from that. But when I talk about personal growth, it can be a little confronting. So the Frank Vale Award, that portion is you have to start with writing an essay about yourself. Even that itself I actually really struggled with because, putting words down and, we aren't a country that usually does a lot of self-acclamation and says good things about yourself. So that was just really, really, something that I had to overcome and do. But it also gave me a chance to reflect on my career and where I'd been, and probably not something as any logistics professional really stops and thinks, because we're constantly in the day of it, right? So that was really cool. Then, passing through the state finals and going to the Gold Coast for the Frank Vale Award itself. We had interviews. Again, that was another experience on itself. It's an interview with the panel. Even though we've all gone for job interviews before, this was a little bit different because you are sitting with some really,
very senior people, aren't they?
100%. So they're senior people. They're people that are experts in their field, and that in itself, although they were absolutely lovely, is still really confronting. It's something that you think, okay, great, have I got myself together? Have I got the right things? But that, just overcoming the writing, the interview, and then eventually we do, our speech to the crowd. It's a 5-minute speech. You talk a little bit about yourself, your journey, and where you want to go. And that could be, I think that was in front of a few hundred people, or it felt like a few hundred people. That itself, that's where your personal growth comes from, because after you've done it, you can reflect and go, I did that. I made it through. I think it's something that, I would definitely 100%, make sure that companies really understand what it is and start to nominate their best people forward. I think it's good for the company. I know that, NewCold itself, I know they've been really proud, but I think for us, it's also helped me spread the word about our company at these conferences and engage with different suppliers, because it's not just logistics companies, it's engineers and construction people at these places. So it's been really cool just to kind of get amongst it.
And on top of that, now that you're in Arizona, so you've come all the way to the other side of the world, and now you're competing with, as you said, other people who are, they're under 35, you're on the same level, but these are, it's a different expectation, isn't it? How have you found the last couple of days?
Yeah, these guys, they're amazing, and you can understand. So obviously I'm representing Australia, but they're all individually representing a country themselves, and you are there. It's a different calibre. What it is it's exciting. We've had some great chats ourselves. The experience that we've also had, so the Arizona conference has been really cool, but mostly too, the fact that you get to travel and go see a different place and experience new things together. We did a team building exercise yesterday, which was really cool, when we went and did the food bank volunteering exercise. These are some opportunities that, unless I had been nominated for this award, I wouldn't be here. I've always wanted to go to America, but without this, it would be a really long time before we would get here. So really fortunate.
Well, look, we thank Stacey so much for representing Australia. She has done a spectacular job, and I wish you luck this afternoon, and thank you so much for taking this time to interview this afternoon.
No problem.